Queen. Checkmate. Coming to the stage, the ultimate showgirl. Lady DJ. We gave you your flowers, my darling. We gave you your flowers. One, two, and three. Can you hear me? Can you hear Queen? It's good to be on top of the dirt, as they say. Be on top of the dirt. So let's see my channel, how it sounds. All right. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Okay, it sounds wonderful. Okay, it sounds wonderful. Okay, I will put you on. Well, this is a pop-up live. So when I have insomnia, instead of just tossing and turning and trying to go to sleep, which I know I'm not because I took a nap today. So I'm going to be up. And I was trying some new eyeshadow colors and applying my makeup because when I do my tutorial, I want to have my steps, So coming to the stage. Coming to the stage, y'all. The motherfucking ultimate showgirl. I am on the floor. Queen. Checkmate. Oh, Georgia. Georgia's on my mind. Can you hear me? And so I'm gonna be playing that, you all. Georgia's on my mind. Georgia's on my mind. And wherever you are in the world, may it be on your mind as well. Georgia. Georgia's on my mind. Can you hear me? If you're passing through the night, insomnia with Queen is what I should have named it. Insomnia with Queen. And we'll go until I get sleepy. And go downstairs and check on Queenie. So make sure she ain't done nothing. I did take her outside, but all right, you all coming to the stage. Coming to the stage. The motherfucking ultimate choker. I am on the floor. I'm on the floor, y'all. Can you hear me? So yeah, I exfoliated all over with the I got everything today, you all. So let me my little exfoliating okay. All right, so we're gonna start with the grapeseed oil. Okay, can you all see it? All right. So grapeseed oil, black castor oil. Okay. Black castor oil. And Arm & Hammer. Can you see it? These are the 3 products I use. I want to show you all the finished product because I did bring that up here as well. I'm moving my little phone and glasses, y'all. So, this is the jar I have the finished product in. I think cause these are the kind of lids that the thing come loose, so I ain't know where that was. So this is a coffee filter, okay, that I put on the top of it. Hold on 1 minute, you all. Hold on. Did I screw this on? Jesus. I think it's because it's slippery. Oh, Jesus. I can't even open this shit. Oh, God. Okay. Always something. Fucking nerves. Now, if I wasn't on video, this would be opening just as easy. I don't know. I see what happened. The paper kind of double up down there and tighten this lid. And it's the paper that's causing this. Oh, I might have to get him to open it. I'm tearing up the paper now. Oh, this paper I can just open. I can open this. Okay, Sarah June, if you just take your time, there's always another wrap. Figure it out. After I show y'all. So So this is the finished product, you all. I don't know if you can see it. It is very creamy and smooth. I exfoliate from head, arms, chest, and I'm gonna get him to do my back. My glutes, thighs, legs, feet, everywhere, bottom of the foot. I'll leave this on for about 30 minutes. I'll do it before I take a shower. And the three is only 3 products. Grapeseed oil, black castor's oil, and pure baking soda. Those are only 3. It makes this really nice cream. It looks like a cream, but when you start to put it on, the baking powder acts as a exfoliator. And you see how it go on there? That's your grapeseed oil and your black castor oil. And I leave it on for, like I said, 30 minutes or right before I take a shower. No more than an hour. And everything is baby soft when you finish everything. And it's got oils in there. You'll still need the oil, put your oil and moisturizer on afterward. But you see there's no residue. And I know it's on there because you're going to feel a little grit, the baking soda. So yeah. And I'll just leave that on while we're on the live, but I will, take this and clean. You will feel, give it about 3 weeks now. If you haven't had exfoliation in years, and give it 3 weeks. And like I said, I went to do something on my leg, and I was like, "Whoa!" I had to make sure that was still my leg, feeling that soft, and I mean baby soft. So and I had to, because I had did it just by feeling, maybe trying to get something off. I don't know what I was doing. So I actually had to look at that leg. Is this soft leg matching up with this 59-year-old woman? Yes, it is. So y'all, I got the I'm gonna go put a little dish on top of this and have him to unscrew this tomorrow. I'm not trying because it is not that easy, and I didn't take the paper on, got stuck up in there. So maybe I will buy the lids and find them or something. I don't know. I think I threw them things away. But I'm going to look. Maybe I come find one. But yeah, so that's my exfoliator. I use it, like I say, face. All this right here, y'all. Just pink soft. I use it on my butterflies. I'm telling you, don't brought everything to life. Butterflies. I use it on my breast, underneath my breast, all over. And like I say, when I know I'm getting ready to take a shower, oh Lord, y'all, I'm just a talking. I don't say, see, that's what I do all the time, doing something different. So anyway, yeah. I couldn't open the jar. Hopefully you all heard me. The paper is stuck. I hope you all heard me. This is the finished product, and you all should have, I did rub it on my hand. I forgot I had set the mic down. And like I said, 30 minutes to an hour. Now, don't put it on no inflamed areas on the skin if you have some irritation somewhere. So don't put it on that. I didn't have any of that. So I tried it out. I found it on a on YouTube on a channel that I now watch, and I'm very satisfied. So, and I'll show you all my toes. I'm going to take a before and after, and what am I? I'm using witch hazel on my toes and Vicks Vapor Rub. And so you're supposed to, what I do is I debride my toes during fall to winter, since I'm going to be wearing clothes, shoes, or boots or something. And then by the time spring come, I want to have some nice looking toenails, when I wear my sandals. Okay, so I'll show you all that with the witch hazel and Vicks Vapor Rub, how that works out in about a month. Okay, it is now what, September 12th. Okay, October 12th, we'll do that then. But this is my facial exfoliations and whole body butterflies and everything. I think it's been about 3 weeks for that. And I can, like I said, I already feel the results from the exfoliation. Yes. And you can do this. I do it. It is so relaxing, and it's like a nice little treat. I know I can't do it every day. So whenever I'm feeling a little, I want to pamper myself, I'll give myself a head to toe exfoliation. And then after I do that, most likely I'm going to make my face up, because the makeup just, I'm telling you, it just, I tell you. Let me make sure I'm talking, y'all, because y'all know I be hitting stuff and knocking stuff off. Okay. I can feel that little baking soda in my eye, so maybe I should have washed my hands, but Okay, so what I was going to do is show you out my face. So I'm playing with colors, because women of color, even my complexion is like, oh, I don't want to look like a clown, because when you don't know how to apply your makeup, you can look horrible with makeup, so this is exfoliation, my application of moisturizer, sunscreen, primer. Those 3 things before you even put foundation on. Moisturizer, primer, and what else did I say? Did I say something else? Oh, sunscreen. Okay. And your sunscreen can, and let me show y'all what I use. Okay, what's the name of this? So this is kind of like a let me see here, hydrator. So your face needs a lot of hydration, water. So this is like a little, water solution. I'm gonna look online and see if I can make that too. Okay. And I'm just show you can just spread. It's a mist, and I like mist. Shake it up, and just away from your face. Y'all, and it just feels so good. Look at that. Oh, and you can do that. You can do the mist that I just used. That's the first thing I put on my face after I exfoliate. Then sunscreen, and then primer. because primer is what is going to, and the way you can remember it: water, hydration, that thing I just sprayed, water, hydration, sunscreen. Okay, then primer, makeup primer. The primer acts as a little light, sticky, or it depends on what you use. Some people use a cream or a gel, and it's gonna go on top, and it's translucent. It's clear. And so once your makeup go on, it kind of like sticks to it, and you're not gonna see anything. Some of that is my eyeshadows, because I do my eyeshadows with my fingers. So you see how that is? You know how stuff get all on your clothes, his clothes. It's none of that transfer, okay? And it's very little makeup that I use. I'll put a little drop of 3 different colors. I kind of make my shade as it's fall. And so I change colors in the summer and fall. And in winter, I'm like colorless. So I like to add bronzers and stuff like that. I didn't do that today because I was actually working on my eyeshadows. So I don't know. And I say green. So I shy away from colors like this, but this is a very nice palette, nice green. So when I do wear green, like that green dress I had on when I was in St. Louis. Yeah, so that's why I'm using different colors, because I like my little different, little colorful outfits, because like I said, I love color. So this is about, now I do have a filter on. I'm going to take this filter off and let's see how I look without the filter, okay? So let's do that. Alrighty, let's do that. Visual effects. So, I don't know if it happened with you all, the little enhanced skin appearance little thing up here. It's always spinning. Like when I first started, I hit it and drag the little thing over. I'll do that tomorrow. Just make sure I have that off. But I think I look the same actually. But we gonna do it for real, because I like evidence, and that's why this thing be running slow sometimes. So it's all a blur. It's all a blur. So, what was I saying? So, water, sunscreen, SPF or something like that is saying. Primer before you apply any foundation, and get in a routine. And even if you're not applying makeup, you still want to do the 2, and that's hydration, that spray that I showed you all, and your sunscreen, SPF. Okay, so you're gonna always have those 2 things on your face daily, with or without makeup. Hydration, and like I said, you can go to what y'all gonna do, go to YouTube and get something, this is I'll say $15 is still expensive for me if I can make it at home. So I am going to, once I run out, and I just spray this on every day, I am going to go on the YouTube DIY and look for a moisturize, not a more, because this is a hydration, water, water, water. A hydration. I'm gonna keep my mist bottles. I keep all bottles. Come on, I'm gonna put it right in here because I like the way it sprays already a little mist. So yes, I'm gonna keep this and find a DIY with ingredients from the house. So okay, so we have hydration, water, water, water. Even when you get out the shower, that mist, and you're gonna feel, oh, it's gonna feel so nice. And what we say, sunscreen. So that should be sun. You want to go outside the sun. You want to look like the sun, radiant. So that should be easy to remember. Water, then the sun. The two things that give life. So this should be very easy to remember, the two things that give life other than, oxygen. Who is this that popped in here? Let me, my thing. Okay. Hey, Lisa Queen B. How you doing? Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna do a tutorial. This is one of my insomnias, and I know I'm gonna do a tutorial, and you know how, and I can tell you practice makes perfect. I ain't trying to be perfect, but I practice before I bring something to the stage. I do. So when like I said, I'm gonna have my little notes and apply my makeup from the beginning to the end with you all. And I've done that before. Oh God, about 3.5 years ago. And even when I see people playing my the old, oh, thank you. Yes, girl, so much is going on in Georgia. And so it's sweet to hear Georgia's on my mind. And it really is for all of us here. So much going on. And so yeah, so oh shit, stop there. Okay, so I know I hydrate. You just think about the water in the sun. When you sit down to where you're gonna apply your makeup, or if you're standing in front of a mirror, water, sun. Okay? Hydrate your skin, then put on sunscreen with SPF. And then primer. And the way you can remember prime, and I don't know any of you all that when I went to my grandmama's house, we went to the country, and then we had to pump our water, and we used the bathroom outside. So you got to prime the pump, and what that means is after its last use, the water is not a spigot when you pumping your water from a well. So you gotta get it ready. You gotta prime it. And you gotta pump a few times. And it's just like these straws. You gotta, that's priming the pump. This one here is a mist. But some of them, when they almost empty, or that thing laying to the side or whatever, the little straw, you gotta prime the pump. You gotta get all the fluids up in the straw in order for for the stuff to come out. So with well water, I had to prime the pump. So primer, think of it that way. You're getting ready to prime the pump of your what they call it, glam. Okay, so you're gonna have your water, hydration, sun, which is your sunscreen, SPF, and you're gonna prime the pump, okay? And it's you just put it on top. It's like I said, none of this stuff is you haven't put on makeup yet, okay? And then we'll go from there. But I can tell you what I did after I did those three things. My primer, then I did my eyes. These take the longest. And I did the eyeshadow first. And I didn't even do lashes, so, because I'm like, it's late. I'm not doing no, lashes. I'll do everything else, but not lashes. So I did my eyes first. Again, when I know what color I'm wearing, and I want it specifically, I am in green. I don't know if you all can see it. It's this color green. So, and like I said, I have that cute little dress it's a deeper sage green. Oh God, pea green. So I said, well, I want to go ahead and play with my eyeshadow, so when I do wear green again, I will already have mastered it. Like I said, if I'm doing a basic browns and cream, and that camel color, I can do that. But when it's colors and I don't want to look like a clown, I'm definitely gonna practice before I actually walk out the door of an event. I'm going to practice a few days prior to, if it's colorful, greens, pinks, purples, and those are colors I really love to wear. A smoky is, even though those are not easy, but basic black and maybe a gray or something. So, now the primer that I use all over my face, I don't do my eyes with that primer. That is makeup primer. And you say, okay, but eyeshadow is makeup. Well, the primer and then your makeup, but then they have eye primer. And so with me, because I'm 59, I'm gonna have some little skin that overlaps, and then with eye primer, it helps give it a base color, like maybe a cream color all over, because my eyes, I have circles on the top of my eyes, not the bottom of my eyes. So my eyes are dark from here to here. Then my skin is dark. Like you'll see some people with dark under eyes. I have dark. So I prime and then put a peach over top of the prime. And the peach is a powder, eyeshadow. So I'll apply that color peach or salmon. Something like that. So that we'll say salmon. Something close to that. And then I do that, the eyeshadow primer. So I go in and put that on. That's a cream. And then I'll put a salmon color or camel color base, and that's going to it's going to remove the black that I have on top of my eyes naturally, the black circles on top of my eyes naturally. So it's going to give me a new canvas. You never want to apply eyeshadow on your skin. You want a primer, and then you want a base color that is neutral. Primer, then a neutral eyeshadow over your eyes. And I do it from the lid all the way up under my eyebrows. That neutral color, which for me um, is camel or salmon. And so I get both of those to be, both of them are the camel cream color, boom, no more black. Then I start my eyeshadow. And what I do is you just go from dark to light, and it's already on your eyeshadow palette. I'll show you what I mean by that. I like these kind of eyeshadows. I'm gonna color her. Cause I know, even though, they got good products, but no, I don't like nothing in my house with nobody that looks not in my house. So, and it's glued to it, so I'm gonna color her. So, but Regina Focus, I like these kind of palettes. Because these are going to, I don't like buying individuals. It might be a little expensive because this has got three to it. But the thing is, I want it to be quality now if I'm going to buy this. And it'll last forever. And it has all the basic colors you may wear. And then some. Okay. I'm trying. Okay. Alright, I think I gotta go backwards. What a thing there. Okay. Oh, I must be covering something up when I do that. I don't know what I'm covering up, so I'm gonna stop covering it up. So, okay, so that's one page. Here's another page, and you see your pinks and purple, lavender, your peach. Okay, there's a blue down there. And then these are the greens, and I use the greens from this palette. So if you turn it this way, you'll see what I mean. You go from dark to light. The thing about it, when you apply it light to dark. And the reason why that's how you get your diffused look. You always want near your crease, the natural crease in your eyebrow. But if I'm older, so my crease, I actually have what they call hooded, where a piece of skin fold over the crease in my natural crease in my eyes. And so this is how, when as you're aging, you can camouflage. You can make your crease up here, and I'll do all that later. But anyway, a lot of people don't wear eyeshadow because they don't know how to apply it. So again, on my eyes is dark to light of whatever color you're choosing to wear. But when you apply it from the lightest to the darkest, because you want to fuse it out. And smoke, and I had to learn that. You smoke, when it goes up, it spreads. And that's what you want to do with your eyes. Dark, and then just diffuse. It gets lighter and lighter and lighter in the same color pattern. Okay? And these are called color palettes. And like I said, I did did I turn it? Yeah. And I'm trying to show you. Yeah, here it is. This is the one I used tonight. And then you can mix and mingle these, okay? So you don't have to all, just shoot. Now, if you're a beginner, don't mix and mingle. Just go down your palette, okay, I'm wearing brown today. So here's a whole brown from light to dark. You're gonna apply light to dark. And then it's gonna look dark to light the way it's supposed to, okay? I'll show you what I'm talking about, because I'm a visual person, learner, but I think some of you all get it. This is how you keep from looking like a clown. You don't want to put this dark on your lid and bring that dark all the way up to under your eyebrow. You never do that. Your dark or your glitter, you can just pop a little glitter right there. And your lightest color should never be down here. Okay? That's not going to look like a chimney, is it? So think of a chimney and smoke going out of it. The darkest smoke, and then it starts to diffuse and get lighter, till it's like you can't see it. Okay? So, that's how you apply eyeshadow. Keep the darkest color near the lid. And as you start going up near your crease on the palette, you start going up on the palette. But again, you're going to start from the palette with your lightest color. And you're going to start near that bone right there. You can put your finger there with your lightest color, windshield wiper. Because that's going to be the first color you apply, is your lightest. And you're going to work your way down, It's maybe like 3 shades off the palette that you'll need. Your lightest, so I went with green. I used the lightest green, or something in between green, and then my darkest green. And I like it. Now, did I smoke it out a little bit? Yeah, see, when I say smoke it out a bit, I put black down there too, and black on here. Not a heavy hand of black, a little hint. Okay, it's almost like cooking. If you do, then you're gonna have to, you cannot blend a whole glob of anything, a glob of, like I say, and you can't fix it either with a glob. So start light when it's very dark colors. That dark green right there, start light. And the black, start very, very light and build. Because it's easy to fix when you're building. But you go in there and put a glob on there, because you got to blend this out. It has to be like a chimney, where the darkest smoke is at the bottom, and the lighter and lighter as the smoke continues to go out the chimney, it gets lighter. The thing about it, you apply your palette from light to dark. Dark never comes above the crease. Okay? If your darkest color goes beyond your crease, that's when you get the clown effect, where it looks horrible. So your darkest color should stay on the eyeball, from side to side, but still don't not take this dark color above your natural crease. Your dark color is here, from here to here, on your eyelid, eyeball. Then your next but we're going to go from light. So we're going to start up here on that bone with your lightest green. And then that's going to be diffused out because, again, this is a chimney. So this is going to be your lightest green. And you're going to buff it out, buff it out, buff it out, buff it out, buff it out till it looks like the lightest smoke of the green. Then you're going to go underneath that and get your mid green. Still don't, it's not your darkest because no dark shade can go above the crease of your eyes. No dark shade. So once you get your smoky lightest color, that's your diffused smoke, you'll go something a little bit darker in the same family, and you're gonna smoke that out too. And because it's a mid green, when you smoke it out, it's gonna be a little hint of that overlapping the light green smoke. Okay, so when you come to the eyelid and it's your darkest green, you're gonna put that over your eyeball while your eyes closed, and you're gonna smoke this out, blend this out. Because it's dark, this will be your final look. And then I put a little black in there just to give it a little, depth and 3D, because I say if I'm going to practice, I'm going to go all the way. So then your darkest color on your eyeball is going to be a color in your eyeliner. Okay? And you can then mix it with a little black and or brown. I chose the black, So, okay. I did hydration. I did sunshine, sunscreen, prime, and then I prime my eyes, getting them ready for eyeshadow. And take your time between these steps. Let your face, like when I sprayed that, it goes on like a mist. Give it time to dry. And then when I put my sunscreen on, when I first put it on, you got your little film, cream, you don't got it in there. Let it dry before putting the primer on. And then put your primer on, and your primer is already dry. So it's like a little makeup glue for your foundation to cling to. Okay, so we'll call it like clinging paper. It's going to be in there. It's going to be on your skin. It's between the skin. It's going to be on your skin in the middle of the foundation. Okay, so it's on the hydration. It's on top of the sunscreen. Then you have a primer on top of all of that, which will seal in that moisture in that sunscreen, acting as a seal for those two. And then your foundation will cling to the primer. You see? So then foundation. I did my face all over with foundation after I did the eyeshadow. Now, I didn't do the green under the eyes. That was kind of last, and I'll tell you why. So, I did my eyeshadows, my green, smoked them out, whatever. So, then I put my foundation on, and it was on my head. Here, foundation, 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 very little. And again, even with foundation, you're going to blend it out blend, 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 smoke it out all over your face. Just imagine you're still trying to get that smoky look, but with foundation, and not from the dark to smoke, but to the smoke, translucent. So if you put it on, it's your pecan tan or whatever, you're gonna see some orangey, on you. But as you buff, you should see nothing but whatever the color of the foundation that you've chosen. Again, because I change colors, I kind of blend foundations to get the color that I am at the moment. I'll put it that way. And so, boom, put my foundation on. And the reason why I don't do my eyeliner after I do my eyeshadow is I don't have dark circles like some people do. But what I do have, I'm starting, and I noticed my aunt had that, where you got that little, it's a deep imprint where I know as I age, I'll get what them things called, the little flaps here. I don't have none of that now, but I be seeing indentation like when I first wake up. And that's why when you hydrate and sunscreen and all that stuff, it plump up your skin. But like when I first wake up or whatever, okay, you're gonna have a little sleepy eyes, but I know, cause I know it's a family. Y'all, here go me and this microphone again. I hope y'all heard me while I was doing all of that. It's a gene, family gene. We bags. That's what they call them, the bags. I don't have them there, but I know where they will form because I can see the indentation. But once I do all of this, it kind of puffs them out. And so I don't do no eyelining until I conceal under my eyes. And the concealer is a shade or two lighter than your foundation. And I just pat that up under my eyes all the way, to about around here. Up under the eyes. And you'll see where I did it here, just to kind of give that a cat shape and, kind of clean up the eyeshadow. So that's, foundation is on, concealer under my eye is on, concealer on my chin is done. So while I'm concealing my eyes, I'm going to do a little pat on the chin, a little pat right here, and a dot on the tip of the nose. And then I'm going to pat out the head with the concealer. It gives you a little brighter than your makeup foundation in these little spots. So, okay, got my eyes. Here's. Okay, and it's going to look like, woo, I'm finished. No, you're not finished. You still have eyebrows. And so my eyebrows are tattooed, but it's been tattooed a while. It was, when they first started doing them. So I'm sure they look amazing now, with technology 2025. So I still have to play with my eyebrows. But the good thing about it, I have like a template. So even though the tattoo is a little dull to me and not, I go in and I use the shape of it and darken it. And I use brown. I'll use black if I'm doing a cat something smoky, black eyes, whatever. Black eyebrows are just too dark for me and my complexion. So I use brown. And it really works out. I love it, it's matching the hair and stuff like that. So black is too harsh for me, my skin tone. Even though my butterfly, works well here, but not on my eyes. And again, I don't want anything. I want the eyes to be set off. If you look at me, my eyes, I don't want to take away from my eyes, but I also want to give my mole a little, a little spotlight. I want my eyebrows chiseled out, So everything has its own little, haha, look at her, The mole might grab the eye, because green for any black woman is a bold statement to do, okay? Especially if you're not into glam, or you're not, somebody that regularly wears makeup. You're going to stay away from these greens and whatever. But, I'm home. And what I discovered was, as a nurse, yeah, I'm really cerebral. Numbers, math, science, biology, microbiology, physics, all of this. That's where I was in my work life. Always, I could not turn my mind off. And so I not purposely, but I had to find something to do because of the focus or forgetfulness, or, I'm just not there anymore. Coloring. As a little girl, I remember my color book, and I used to get a lot of compliments when Mama would walk by somebody like, you colored that? Yes, I wish I could draw, but I can't. So color. And so colors, palettes, shades, darkening, outlining, I did it all to my coloring book. I just didn't color. I created. Even on a coloring book with the black line, whatever, I was going, boom, give it life. And so that's what I've been doing with my face. I've always just did like little basics, and I didn't know all these little things, whatever, with the dark, and the dark should only stay there. And I remember kind of staying away from eyeshadow because I didn't like how it looked until I watched a tutorial, and she specifically, and that's why I'm being very pointed about that and direct about that, and keep repeating it. Do not take the darkest color in the palette that you're using ever above the natural crease in your eyes. So I remember that, and that was some years back. And even once I understood that, I still didn't get bold for colors, because you still got to get the shapes and all of that and the smoke out and learn from dark to light on the palette. But the application is the opposite. It's from light to, as you know. So we got the eyeshadows, we got the eyebrows, we got the concealer on, and so we got to contour. We got a contour. So the contour is very easy. The way I do it, because it ain't good, you go and take your darkest powder, and I have it right here. All these things come in like, right, this is it right here. I'm gonna take this powder or shade, and this is contouring. It can be a cream in these same colors, or powder in these same colors. And so you're going to take your darkest, and you can see I've used a lot of this, and I have so many more. Not this brand here. Some are creams in the things, some are palettes, but I got lots of them. And I get them from Ross, from Les, or all the way Fenty, So, but this don't have to be expensive. My makeup is not either, but I like the makeup that I like. I mix my makeup, but at the same time, these don't have to be. You can find these at Ross, Marshalls, anywhere. And you take I'm trying to see which brush I use. Oh, I use this one. You take your darkest color, and you just wipe your brush in there, the darkest color. And you just gonna go to the outer edges and just pat. And again, you're gonna diffuse out, not just outline your face. That's all I can say. And if you're a lady and used to color, this is the outline of the black lines. You don't want to see any black lines on your coloring book, on the picture that you're coloring. And again, you're gonna diffuse this out. It'll go on dark, but you're gonna, and this stuff here, like I said, if you have somewhere to be at 6 and you're not used to applying your makeup, you want to start at 1, because this takes time. I told you, you gotta hydrate, sunscreen. If you're going to a special event, you need to set aside at least 4 hours. You're going to work, that may be different because you don't have to do all of these steps. You ain't got the contour and all that stuff. So you can just go with your little, you want to hydrate and sunscreen all the time. That's forever. And then prime, since you're going to apply some foundation. And the primer help it last longer, like 18 hours, 12 hours. It'll have a time on the primer. And you're just doing this outside. Good thing about it, you got a little palette here. Then you want to take the orange. And again, you're going to go above, from the bottom of your ear to the corner of your mouth, blending. I already done it already, but you'll see it. And you're going to diffuse out, diffuse out, diffuse out, diffuse out, kind of lining it up with that little darker brown that you put on. Okay. Now this one have a gold. I have another palette. So this one. This is one of my favorites, Anastasia. And you'll see how it's my favorite. I haven't had it a long time. This was my favorite color in here. It's gone, so I moved to this one. It's full. I love this one so much. I never used the other ones, but I'm using it now because I'm like, well, hey, so this color here. I'm going from dark again, just like what I did with the eyes, to light. And this is going to go, I'm not just, going to be really precise with this. I'm just trying to show y'all this is the same thing with the eyeshadows. But with contouring, you're going to start from dark to light. Eyeshadows, you're going to start with light to dark. And then you just, once you put your individual colors on, then you're going to get you a larger brush. And it's firm. Okay, here it is. It's the same. So And this is, and then once I got it on, I'm just going, when they say beat the face, oh, she beat my face. This is what they mean, this right here. And you're blending all those 3 colors in that you put on top of the foundation. And it's below the concealer of the eyes. Okay? And that gives you 3D look depth. I already did it, so I'm just, and you just keep on. I can get addicted to blending now. That's why I say you need your time. If you know it's a special event, 4 hours. And that's after shower. I'm not talking about 4 hours with your shower inside the 4 hours of makeup application. No, this is after shower. Because, see, you're going to have to be doing this right here, blending. You're going to do that with your eyes, your eyeshadow, and this contour. To the point where you don't see the dark and the orange that you put on there. And then it's going to give your face like depth. 3D. A little highlighter, the darker color around the frame of the face. I don't know what word to use. And then you can even hydrate some more because it's gonna dry. You can never over hydrate. Okay, this is going to be very, very important for your older ladies and your new beginners. Something like this, $2, a little fan. Okay. Because my hands got that stuff on them. Did it the last time like this, pried open. And this, with your 4 hours, this will help your time. Okay? Between all your little hydration, your sunscreen, your primer, because you want to be fully dry between each application of hydration, sunscreen, primer, foundation. Leave your eyes. You can start, and some people will do the foundation first and then the eyeshadow. I like doing my eyes because they take me so long. They really do. If I'm doing something like this now I'll apply my foundation if I'm not going anywhere and doing no major eyeshadow. Because again, all of that takes 4 hours. This little fan will help you save some time, I promise you. But still, set aside 4 hours after shower. I just kind of like still using this, so okay. Then I do my mold. Because I ain't doing no mold till the eyes are done and I've laid this face down. Okay? Then I do my lips. My lips are the last thing I do. And I'll decide if I am going to, I can outline them and leave it that, depending on what I'm wearing. Because if I'm doing something red or pink or something like that, I'm going to have the outfit on before I put my lipstick on. I've done that, had the lipstick on, boom, messed the whole outfit up. So no, I don't. Matter of fact, this outfit I got on, somewhere some red lipstick somewhere. Yeah, here it is right here. I got it on this outfit right here. So, and this the kind of lipstick that's, permanent. So I was pissed. So, lips are last. And lips go on after I'm dressed. I get my girdle on, my bra on, my shape on. So ain't no lipstick. By this time, this I don't got the major done. And lipstick is the very last thing. I'll line the lips and do the rest if I'm especially hot. Now my lipsticks are matte and they dry, but I don't give because I know I'm doing red. So that ain't going on till the clothes are on. I got about an hour to walk out the door. I don't, hair gonna already be done or whatever. So what I'm saying is the 4 hours is solely for makeup. This is somebody that is wearing a wig or your hair is already done. You ain't got the hot curl and wash and all of that stuff. If you got to do all of that, your whole day should be set aside. Okay, see, I'll throw the wig on, or I've already got my blonde in place, okay, from the hairdresser. But the 4 hours going to an event is face only. And if I got my clothes laid out, getting dressed is not a thing for me. Once I know what I'm wearing, I know I got my foundation, a nice bra, nice shaper, okay? I be saying girdle, y'all, but I don't do no girdle. I do the body shapers. And outfit. Then I have my lipstick, and I use it, do it last, put the lipstick on so I can put it in my purse. Yeah, and so that's it. That is it. Let me see if I can take this It's a lot of new things in this studio also, but it's near this enhanced skin appearance. It's where the backdrops, not where the visual effects is, but we'll do it tomorrow. Because I really, really, want to be able to know that it's all. But I can promise you now, I'll take a picture. This is close to the look that it is. With these steps and these products, the hydration is what really settled it. And the primer. And the sunscreen. I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'm just loving it. So, hey, how you doing, DJ Mix Atlanta, Georgia? The song Georgia on my mind is on. So I am a Georgia peach, Southern woman. Okay, so, and makeup, the glow that you all see, it's not the makeup, it's the hydration and the sunscreen. Okay, it's the pre-makeup regimen. Hydration, sunscreen, primer, in that order. Hydration, sunscreen, daily. When you're doing makeup, then you start hydration, sunscreen, primer. You can go to foundation, going to work, or something light that you doing, but you want to have your skin tone to. But it's not I don't have on a lot of makeup. It's these contouring and highlighting that kind of set it off. So that's why I'm saying if you're just going to dinner or a concert, because it gets hot in concert. So when I'm gonna glam, I need to know what the event is. Is it outside, inside? What year, season it is would determine. You're from South Carolina, okay? South Carolina. I went to basic training in South Carolina, and I traveled to South Carolina. I'm 59. So, let's see. What was I saying? If I'm going to dinners, like I said, I'm not gonna smoke out my eyes and all of that. I will put something on them. Now, if I'm gonna put something on them, I still have to prime them because they're dark on top, So I still, because makeup is about a palette that looks healthy. I don't want to put eyeshadows on just skin, on just the eye. I got to prep that eye because that eye is dark. And putting on eyeshadow isn't going to cover up the dark eye. And it's not going to smoke out because it's dark all the way up where I need it to smoke out or lighten out. So that's why you put a neutral color on top of your eye primer, close to your skin tone, but lighter than your skin tone. That's why I'll use, like I say, a camel or a salmon, something in the what they call it. It was on the tip of my tongue. That color. I have it here. I can't think of the name of it. I call it peach. Some people got a little fancy name, floral or something like that. I can't remember. It is peach or light peach or whatever, So, and that'll give me a base. And I put the green on top of this peach that I had on, and that's why I'm saying you can't tell that it was peach. The peach became the color, the palette, the canvas. I'm sorry. And on top of that peach, because colors do different things when they mix. So the peach blended with my foundation, and as the greens covered the peach, you don't see the dark rings that are there naturally, and you get to see the colors because I specifically want the green to stand out. But I don't want to look like a clown. And that's why you have to take your time to do the light to middle to dark, but slowly. Now. So. And I actually have on my lipstick, I did a blend. Since I was going to be here with you all, I didn't want to do a red or anything fancy. Yeah, so. And this is it. And while I'm being creative on my videos and my audio, yes, I was in the military. Yes, I was in the military, U.S. Army. I'm a veteran. So I'm starting to get sleepy, y'all. It's 3:34. I'm going to let Queenie out before I go to bed. So she went to the bathroom. Well, she won't go in the house if I don't wake up at 7 or 8 in the morning, which I doubt. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I guess that's why I'm kind of up, because of the Gaza and Israel war and all that stuff. So whenever there's a war, I do keep up to date, and because our country is meddling in it, as a veteran, because the soldiers, he's the commander-in-chief, the president is the commander-in-chief, and we knew what we signed up for when we took the oath. Yeah. So, yeah. So I gotta think a list. I gotta find a home remedy for hydration solution. And that's what I'll use. And I'm keeping my mist bottles because the mist mist the skin. That's why you can dry it with a fan. And you got to be a certain distance from the mist, because you don't want to be rushing and spray your face. Then you're going to ruin all your makeup, because that's going to be too heavy of hydration at one time. So you want to take your time, shake up your hydration. It's a mist bottle. And, move back a little bit and just almost like airbrushing. It's a mist. You're not drenched. You're not, no hydration. And it sits on the top of that finished look and just kind of absorbs the hydration. And because it's not so overwhelming so much, the osmosis, the final look absorbs the hydration, and it'll give you that final And this will last all day at your event. No transfer if the event is a white event. You see? That's why I said it only will be that red lipstick, but the red lipstick is a matte. I use a matte, which dries. So even if and you all have seen me, my lipstick is going to stay on. And even if your lipstick that you purchase from the store is not matte, you can mattify it. And when I say matte, it looks dry. You just have the color and it doesn't transfer. Like this is a matte. Even though it's a lighter matte, you don't want your makeup to transfer. And when it's applied correctly, moisturized correctly, and primed correctly, the prime helps this. And that final spray that I sprayed helps. Now this is not hydration. This is a sealant. This is the last final step. And this is just gonna seal everything together. It's gonna be waterproof, that's what it is, waterproof. It's gonna waterproof your final look. Sweat won't move it unless it's extreme heat and sweat. Or you can get in the pool with this. Okay, so this is your final look. This, a lot of makeup artists use this on weddings, and so it's a more expensive version of this. This is from the the Walmart, and it's L'Oreal, but it does the same thing. And you spray Now this one is not a mist. It's a little bit heavier than a mist, so you definitely got to be far away with this one. Oh. And again, I use this fan. And this will waterproof your makeup and seal your makeup into place. Okay. You don't want to be an extreme whatever, but this will do even if you're the bride. Okay. But as the guest, I'm ready. I'm ready. And basically, for me, it really don't look like makeup. You know, like some people you can just, oh my God, she's wearing a whole lot of makeup. You see my eyes are set off. Because that's the main attraction is my eyes for this color. But it's my smile. It's my signature. So the makeup is not grabbing you, it's subtle. Now I'm more dramatic if it's say it's a masquerade ball. I'm gonna be more dramatic than makeup. I'm gonna go for extreme colors and darkness and you know, to set it off. So this, if I want to do a gothic look, I'm gonna use different. This is like a wedding, dinner, evening event. And I can go into the whirlpoolers, you know, later. I ain't put my whole head in the water. And then I got that spray on to seal it waterproof, so I can be in a jacuzzi. Looking marvelous. Okay. Water can splash. Because I'm waterproof. I'm sealed. The makeup is sealed. It ain't gonna be no, ooh, you wake up, get out of the water, all that shit. Not with the primer and the sealant. Okay? So if there's a pool event, hopefully that's after the event or whatever, and if, you know, I'll be on the sideline. I'm 59. I ain't getting in the water with my makeup on. I'm going to put my toe in. Because I still, with these new products these women wear and what I'm wearing now, I ain't jumping in no pool to test it out. Okay? And a shower is a little bit different from pool, so I ain't tested it out. And I ain't getting ready to just get up under no water with my makeup on, testing nothing out until I have to go to the pool. I was going to do it, you know, when I went on vacation in St. Louis, but the pool was closed. Okay? So I'll do it like that while I'm on vacation, but I will never be at a live event trying out a pool and I haven't even I'll see how this really do what it say it gonna do. So I never do anything for the first time in a live event in real life that I'm showing up to. So and you see I still got my little thing on, but my face been dry. Oh, y'all, so I think I'm sleepy now. I think I'm sleepy. Thank you for joining Queen for insomnia time. If you can't sleep tonight, thank you for stopping by. Checkmate. I don't forgot all about this Jesus. Oh Lord, I forgot all about the damn microphone, honey. Whatever. So I tested out where that was a good tutorial. And hopefully this is another Sonic Boom type mic. But when you're not talking directly into it, it doesn't record. So I don't know, y'all. DJ Mix, you ain't tell me if you could hear me or not. DJ Mix, are you still in here? So I'll see what happened. Hopefully he picked up something, Jesus. This microphone is good because I remember just doing it like that. You can't hear me. I don't even see no. Yeah, I do see the green light a little bit. So hopefully it picked up something, Jesus. Okay, you heard me when I had the mic sit down though, because I'm like, oh my Lord. I'm doing all this talking. See, I be forgetting. Y'all, I don't got sleepy. Yeah, I don't drop something, Jesus. And you look like this at the beginning of whatever event you're going to until the end. And actually, depending on what time I come in, I get straight in the goddamn bed. I sure do. And then exfoliate the next day. That's all. I'm cheating, but normally you all do not do that. That's bad. I'm 59. Take the time when you get back home to makeup remove. And guess what you're going to do after that? Hydrate. And then go to bed. This is what I got to do now at 59. And I'm loving it because I'm not rushed in trying to get to work, the traffic, which is going to give you those wrinkles in your head, you're frowning there. So some of this is whatever state I find myself in. I am content. Yes, I am 59. I am content. So some of that makeup can't fix stress, worry, anxiety, anxious, depression. Because again, this glow is from within. You should be taking care of your skin from head to toe already. The skin needs attention. It needs more than a shower, than a bath. It needs to be exfoliated, cleansed. That top layer of dead skin removed. Because putting makeup on to dead skin is not going to give you this look right here. So that's why exfoliation is very, very important, especially for a woman my age. I want to get down to the healthy layer of skin. And you do that by exfoliating. And once you get there, you just routinely keep it up. I can get addicted to exfoliating with the products that I use. They're home remedy, and there's nothing chemically based that, if you leave it on, you're going to wake up burnt. Now, with the baking soda, you will get abrasion. So that's what I'm saying. 30 minutes, the limit until you can test your skin. And but those chemical things you buy, whatever you leave, you got to follow the directions, because you will be burnt up, chemically burnt up, which can be worse than some fire burns, so it just set aside some time to exfoliate, pamper yourself. That's what it is, pampering. And then makeup application, regardless, if you're not doing makeup, you should be hydrating and sunscreening every day. And you're going to start to feel good. You're going to start to look good, your skin, your smile, you know. So, so y'all, I am getting sleepy. Thank you, DJ Mix. But yes, I am 59. I have 2 adult children. And I am a grandmama of 2 granddaughters. 14 granddaughters and 5 or 6. So, yeah. And thank you for stopping by. Please return. Come by and see me again. I am normally up this time of night, but so far, I don't know. Yeah, I go live whenever I go live. That's what I'm saying. Put the notification on. Put your notification. Or just catch the replay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Georgia's on my mind. And I got to go, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Come on with me now. Come on with me now. Queen. Checkmate. The motherfucking ultimate. The ultimate showgirl. And I yield the floor. I yield the floor. My darlings. My darlings. My darlings. I yield the floor. Have a wonderful Friday morning. The hell and the hot water. Let's do step. Let's do step.
there she was. She'd been there all the time. I'd been too busy making faces so folks would like me. I'd never seen her. There she was.
Long live the queen. And I yield the floor. My darlings, I yield the floor. Checkmate.